Okay, in this training video, just want to show you how to easily customize your Wastedge invoice booking description lines within Wastedge. You can choose various fields and formatting characters to customize how you want to show your customers the bookings that you're invoicing them for. So what we're going to do is hop over to the invoice setup page. There's various switches and fields and settings on this page, and in this training video we're just going to cover this invoice description line format. So as I've just mentioned, it basically formats how each booking within your invoice batch displays its description to your customers. So what you've got here is a table with various columns and fields and settings in it. You've got a preview line at the top. Every time you press save changes, it will update the preview to give you an example of how your bookings will be formatted. And the easiest way to see how all this works is to just jump straight in, and I'll try and show you an example. So the first column we've got here is the sequence order of these fields that you'd like to include as part of your booking description lines. You don't have to use all of them, and in most cases you won't. So I'm just going to go forward now and show you one of the more common ones set up by a lot of users. It involves using your service type and things like container quantities, container types, to create a booking invoice line. Okay, so the first field I want to use is my service type, so I'm going to put that as the first field in my description line. Then this pre-text column here and post-text is any characters or special formatting that you'd like to show prior to the field, so prior to the service type, or obviously the post-text being after the field itself. So it might include little brace signs or spaces or little dashes, multiplication signs and things like that. So in my case, service type's the first field, so I don't need any pretext, it's the very first thing. The field data column lets you choose whether you want to use the short code description or the longer, more informative description based on your setup of your service types and invoices and things like that. So for this exercise I'm going to choose code, the short version, and I want my post text to say I'm going to press space and type of and then another space. So the idea being I want to show like a delivery or a changeover of, and then I want to show the customer how many bins they had, so or containers, sorry. So I'm going to choose that as my second field in my description, and after the container quantity I'm not going to have any pretext because my of post text has a space character in it anyway, so I don't need any pretext. Post text for the quantity, I'm going to use a multiplication sign, so I'm going to put a space times space, and then I'm going to choose my container type to be my third field. So if that sounds a little bit overwhelming at this point, what we'll do is press the Save Changes button and get a preview of what I've just done. You can see here the previews come up with the formatting that I've chosen. So the CO represents one of my service types, which is a changeover. I've got that as field 1. Then it's got the word of that I've chosen for my post text, and then it's got my container quantity, my formatting, and then my third field being my container type. So changeover of 2 times 1.5 cubic meter front lift containers. So it's pretty easy to customize just how you'd like to format these sorts of things for your customers. Another common one to add is a waste type. the contents of the container. So I'm going to choose that as my fourth field, and I'm going to put some pretext of a space, a minus sign, and another space. So again, we'll hit save changes so that we can get a preview, and you can see there that it's added my formatting of a space, a minus sign, and a space, and then it's added my waste type, which in this preview example is just general waste. So that's pretty much all there is to it. There's two other fields within this little section here. So once you're happy with your preview, that whenever you create invoice batches, the invoice batches will look at this table and produce your invoice descriptions based on how you've set everything up, and then that will flow through and be printed on your Wastedge PDF invoices or the various accounting packages we export to and synchronize with as well. So the last two fields at the bottom here refer to if your booking description lines get too long. Some accounting packages will only accept a maximum length of, say, 30 characters or something like that. So you can set that the maximum length per line, and whether or not you would like the description to truncate, which means chop off the line at the maximum length, or whether you want it to wrap the description onto a new line. That's it for this training video. If you need any other information on invoicing or various pieces of the Wastedge system, please look into the other videos available. Thanks for watching.